insert the group, and in fact, insert the right group. All right. Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. A very good morning from US. This is your host, Uzma Rahil, and I have added the link at top of this video inside the group in case anyone wants to hop on and join us inside the group and have some questions that you guys want to ask me after the training ends. So, and if you guys are watching us inside the group, please drop a hashtag live so that I know you guys are watching. And if you will be watching it on replay, add a hashtag replay so that I know you guys watched. All right. So who here is actually excited and want to learn something that is going to be, I think it's my like a whole experience of 1 year, actually 15 months almost. And I have tried to super simplify the things. Aisha said, you are live in the group. Thank you so much, Aisha, for confirming that. Disha said, excited. And I don't know, Shreya, are you here? It just keeps showing me that you are still joining. I'm not sure. It just okay. Oh, she's here. Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen, guys. If anyone can just verify, you guys can see it all clear. And all right, I'm just gonna go to the first slide. Okay, is it clear now?
Please.
Visible? It's not showing me inside the group now.
Please.
And also, if you guys can just mute yourself while we are doing this training, and if you have any questions, drop in the comment section, I mean in the chat section. And if you're watching us inside the group, feel free to drop any question inside the comment section. I will be checking that too. All right, so number one, and I have my chat box over here for those people who are inside the Zoom room so that, you know, I can see your engagement side by side. Okay, so let's get started on that. Number one. Oops, my slides got stuck. So yeah, first of all, everyone, again, welcome in. I am super excited to have all of you inside the Zoom room and inside the Facebook group. Second, my question to you is, who actually over here is super excited and want to know how I have made my sales process super simple? And not only super simple, there's one thing that I think I have gone through for a long period of time, which is making predictable and consistent sales and keeping it 10K, 15K, and 25K every single month. Whoever here wants that? Aisha said yes. Maja said yep. Hema said, love listening to you. Thank you so much, Hema. Means a lot. Perfect. Good. All right. So house rules. I always say that these are the house rules. Number one, take active participation, because I have read it multiple times. If we only keep listening to someone else, we only remember 5% to what they say. But if it's kind of a discussion where everyone is involved, we almost remember 50% of what happened at that time. And of course, the best way to keep reminding things is to start teaching others, right? But we are here and we will be discussing things. So it means be open, be curious. If you have questions, raise your hand, and be active inside the what it says, the chat, so that I can see you guys. Promise, everyone, we are in for that. Perfect. Oops, my slides are running. Katrina said, promise, perfect. So this is the whole question that I came up with, how to make your first or next $25,000 milestone. Because to me, I remember the first time my coach told me, Uzma, let's plan your $10,000 month. And I was literally laughing because I thought it's never going to happen. Like how that can even happen, right? Ever feel like that? Anyone that never going to happen? Someone is just saying it. So it happened not only one time, 2 times, 3 times. Afrin said all the time. Maza said seems unreal. Yes, right. So what happened? I started making some 10K months, and then of course reaching out to 25K, which was like a dream to me. And now after doing that for almost 4 months, I was like, now I need to come up with how actually am I doing it? Because I was getting this message a lot of time, like, who's now, you have your son, you have your family, you have your kitchen, you have your laundry, you have your husband to take care of. What are you exactly doing? How are you doing it? So I'm like, okay, it's not that complicated. Maybe we'll just make things complicated. So this is my question to you. If I ask you, what do you think you really need to make $25,000? What are the few things that you need? Nazim said, I will laugh when someone tell me you'll make $100. Right. Guidance. Yes. True. High ticket skill. Yes, Dakshi. Perfect. I'm also checking in the group if someone is responding back. So from what I have experienced is mindset and belief. Perfect. Consistency. Definitely. Mental health, attitude, and consistency. So this is what we need, guys. Only 4 things. Nothing more than that. We need some people. I'm going to give you this example. Imagine there's a physical store and I want to start I don't know why I just keep giving shoe store or example, but let's say I want to start a shop and I have some shoes in it, like, of course, multiple brands and all that. So I need what? Product and service or something else like that. I need something that I will be selling. Then what I need is I need some people who are willing to buy it. And then I need a way to reach out to that audience and tell them that I have a product or service that I can sell. And then I should know the way to sell it. Make sense to everyone? 4 things. We need people, we need product or service, we need how to reach out to that audience who's looking for the solutions, and we need the process of selling it. So the question is, in fact, who up till here feels like, okay, yes, Uzma, this is simple, and literally this is everything we need. Everyone feels, Nazim said, it seems obvious. Ismail said, makes sense. Let's go. Yep. Okay. Too simple. Now, the next thing is, what out of these 4 elements is actually stopping you from making that 25K month? Because sometimes what happens is we keep ourselves super engaged in how to do it. We don't pay attention what is stopping me to do it. When we start looking at the things in the opposite way, it makes more sense to us, right? So what out of these 4 things we are going to identify? Maybe it will be different for everyone, but by the end of this training, you will go with this thing, what exactly has been stopping you. So we're going to talk about each thing one by one. So first of all, the product or service or the offer, right? Who here actually thinks that this is their offer that is stopping them to make 25K per month? Anyone? I'm going to be looking at the chats. Anyone here feels like that? It is their offer? No one? Okay, that's good. Nazim said this, oh, my offer, I think my offer is doable. Okay, that sounds great. Okay, we're going to keep it quite simple when it comes to offer. And when it comes to how normally everyone will be defining the offer is just made of 3 things we all know, which is who, what, and how. Who you help, how, what do you help them with, and how do you help them? That's it. We try to make things super complicated. We try to see, okay, so let me add some more modules in it. Let me add some more trainings in it. I'm going to give you five calls in a week. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. That's all not needed. Offer is only required one thing, one main thing. I have never went on a call and tell anyone that I'm going to be, there will be like bunch of modules. There will be like this many trainings and all that. What we only need to focus on is what is the end result, where they are and where they want to go. Can you help them achieve that goal? That's it. That is all your offer is, right? And this is one of the examples that I have heard from Marion Golden, and I think it's very simple. So we're going to be doing that. Anyone over here who can volunteer and answer my question? If not, we can just do it in the chat. I'm going to give you 5 offer options and just pick one of it. So the first one is, give me $1 and I will give you $1 back. Second is, give me $1 and I will give you $10 back. Third is, give me $10, I will give you $100 back. Fourth is, give me $100, I will give you $1,000 back. And the last is, give me $1,000 and I will give you $10,000 back. And my question to you is, which one would you like to pick? And it's for each one of you over here. Last one. Samantha said last one. Devinder said amazing. Yes. So we all are agreeing. Nazim said highest one, last one. Yes. Now, so we all are agreeing that we just keep all of these first offers and we wanted to go where is the maximum end result coming in. Now, the question to you is, what if you do not have that $1,000 to give me? What would you do? Anyone here? What would you do? Katrina said, I'm gonna go for a loan. I think the question is, if you're going for the last offer, which is pay me 1,000 and I will give you $10,000 back, but you do not have that $1,000 to give me, what would you do? Disha said, find a way to invest. Samantha said, borrow it from someone. Yes, right? So now when I give you that offer and it's sounding too good, I've not even asked you that, oh, do you have the money to invest? But it's like you are now trying to see, how can I go and find that money? Normally what happens is we give offer to someone and we do not pay attention to where we can help them to go. And when that happens, it means we are paying attention to unnecessary things, the number of trainings, number of hours, number of modules, and all that stuff. Guys, if someone is, I'm not sure who's not mute. Okay, sounds good now. If you have the ability to 5x, 10x, help someone 5x, 10x their investment, and you are certain about it, that's all your offer should be about. And that's all you need in order to hit your first 10K, 15K, 16K, whatever is that number. Call for a loan. Second best we can afford. Offerings that figure it out, payment plan, try mails to borrow from someone. Yeah. So it means whoever here is now feeling like, is their offer really a problem? Are you really helping someone to 5x, 10x their investment? Do you have that certainty on your offer? That is a thought of the day. Who here really feels like they don't have the certainty in their offer? Because if there's no certainty, guess what? No one gonna buy. Definitely no certainty, no possibility. If you are not believing that your product or service can help someone 5x, 10x their investment, they are not going to believe that, because guess what? We give the same vibes out there that we are carrying inside. That is the first thing you need to pay attention to. Because if your offer is not clear to you, right, then your message, your content, and nothing is going to work, because everything goes and aligns with that one thing, which is your offer. So the certainty of making results is what your offer should be, and it should give them those results. Number one thing. And keep writing down, guys. If any of you feel like my offer has the problem, because we are in the process of identifying what is stopping you from making 25K or next 10K, 15K month. Now I'm going to jump on the second factor, which is the marketing factor. So many times I have heard this phrase, content that converts, content that generates leads, content that brings in revenue. How many of you feel like you don't know how to write that content which converts? Anyone here feels like that? Samantha said, I just created my offer. For me, there is a fear of what if I don't effectively deliver on the end result. Okay. I'm gonna come back on this question. Samantha, hold that question for me. So in the end, I'm gonna be answering that question once the training is over. I do sometimes, such as yes, many times me. Okay, so here is the thought of the day now. It literally happened with us yesterday. One of our client in the coaching program asked me, hey, Uzma, can you tell me how to write the content that converts? And I said, okay, that's a good question. Let me ask you this real quick. When you say content that converts, sorry, is my son making noise in the back? When you say content that converts, what do you mean by that? What is your definition of content that converts? And that is the same question I'm going to ask all of you guys. I'm gonna be looking at the chats again for you guys to respond back to that. That generate leads and inquiries about the services, pain points. Okay, but any other points in your mind, guys? Oops. Meaning that nurture or motivates prospect to take actions. Okay. Okay. So normally we say that content that converts means a content that generates leads. Okay, so I'm gonna be making a connection now. Content that generate leads. Now, what is our definition of leads? What is the meaning when we are saying I'm not generating leads? I hear this question all the time. Uzma, I'm not getting any leads. Right? We're gonna be actually coming on that in a minute because we are talking about marketing now. I'm gonna be talking about the marketing now. So this is how I have kept my marketing super simple, right? Which is especially when you're on Facebook, right? Even if you are outside, there's like only one, two, or three forms of content that you always put in. And we're going to be talking about what is the kind of content that actually generate leads for you. So if you're on Facebook, all of you guys who are using Facebook right now, there are only three things that go outside your profile and that you can use to make your marketing or message out there. Outside the profile is your comments, it's your content that you post in different groups, and it's the reels. And again, there are three things only that go on your own personal profile, which is your content, like the written content or the video content, sometimes your live sessions or your stories. There's nothing more than that. Only these six things are there. Now, the question is, many of us try to do all these six things and ending up burned out and feel like nothing is working out. Always remember, less is always more. Do less with more focus. It will show you better results instead of trying to do more things. So what I have done is I have tried to master, initially I tried to master myself one thing from each side. So from outside my profile, I focus more on comments. I do not make reels. If I'm in a mood, maybe once in a month, I will make a reel. But I have literally just like skipped this part. Okay, I'm not even doing that. So it's just like cut off from the total. For you, it can be an option because if you are a person who love making short form videos, it can be a good option for you. Now, I paid attention only to my comments. And second thing is, when it comes to group content, I see some people, they keep on posting inside different groups every single day. I hardly post in groups, maybe once or twice in a month. Because why? It's not that I don't know what to post, it's just that I'm focused only on one thing, which is comments. And when you will do the same, you will see that there's drastic, like huge change in trying to do multiple things and just trying to do one thing multiple times. And when it comes to what to do on my own profile, I pay attention and focus more on my stories. I literally say this thing to my clients. I'm like, if I'm not posting a story someday, it means I'm not doing well or something like happened. Because there's no way I'm gonna skip a story. Like no way. And then second thing that I pay attention to is my written content, but that normally goes like 4 to 5 times. So mostly it's like 4 on average. So again, and live is like, if I'm doing live, my plan is to do live this month. Otherwise, it's not like every single day or every single month you are doing that. So if you see now, what I'm left with is comments, stories, content. Is it making simple? Like, is it making it look simple to you guys instead of trying to do everything? Sajjan said, what do you mean by comments? Comments we let me see the question. Comments we make on other people's post. Okay, so here's the thing. When we make comments, of course, there's only two places we can make comments, and I'm going to actually come on that in next few minutes. There's some profiles and there's some groups. Only two things, like two places. There's no like, don't make it over complicated. But the thing is, how you're going to stand out from your comment is what matters. I have literally made comments where my comment has only got 15, 16, 17 likes. Because you can be creative, you can be funny, you can be sometime doing a humble brag, you can sometime be talking about your success, you can sometime be super appreciative, you can sometime be just asking, giving them insane value. But your comments is something that helps you get some eyes. Because remember this, guys, most of us over here are organic marketers. We are not running any kind of ads, right? Normally, when we buy something, what happens is an ad runs in front of us, right? On television or on laptop, computer, whatever that product is, we like whatever's what it says, the device we are using. So the thing is that when no, we are not running ads, we ourselves is an ad. I myself is an ad and I need to put myself out there so that I can get more visibility and more people can watch me. And how that happens, like I said, for me, it's comments outside my profile. From stories, again, your stories get way more views as compared to your content. For me, if my content is getting somewhere around 100 comments, my story, same, if I post on my stories, it's going to be like, normally the average is like 250 to 300 views that I normally get on my stories. I like it. Okay. So now here's the thing. How many of you feel that it is a problem in their marketing? Anyone here who's feeling that there's a problem in their marketing? They don't know how to write. They don't know how to write comments. They don't know how to write content. They don't know how to post stories. Anyone here? Ismail said, oh, I missed a question somewhere else. Let me find how to stand out in comments. So Ismail, here's the thing. I actually have a framework that I normally follow, but if I just keep it super simple, it depends on what that person has posted. If that person has talked about, let's say, some success, what is the most common kind of comment we can make? Congratulations, isn't it? Everyone is making congratulations. You can say something. Let's say if you make a post and you have made, let's say, $5,000 a week or month or something. I'm like, hey, Smile, super excited to see you hitting that milestone. I've been seeing your journey. You've been so consistent, doing so well. Keep crushing it. Congratulations again. So my message is going to be a little bit, and you're going to feel like, okay, when everyone is not even taking time from their day and just saying congratulations, that is normally the comment that just pop up in front of us and we just hit it and it just goes. This person took time from her day, maybe 30 seconds, and said something nice to me. Now, maybe if there's, let's say this is a person who write a post and they ask a question. Many times we ask a question in the end. We'd love to know your thoughts. People, normally what people do, they just still say, great share, good share, nice one, agree to that. Instead of that, if you really read that content and you now giving them, hey, agree to what you said, this is what I feel, because that person asked you, let me know what you think about it. But if you are not telling them what you think about it, means you have not even read the post. So it's gonna make you stand out. Sometimes I just get funnier. I remember one time my coach he posted this content that he's gonna be interviewing Dan Henry, and I'm a Dan Henry fan. So what I did, I said, okay, so someone is going to cancel all the appointments and sit on her sofa and or sit on her couch and just watch the interview. And then I add that, that avatar that's sitting on the sofa, like, laying on the sofa. And that only one comment, I think, or like, I don't know, 15, 16 likes. It was just being a little bit funnier. So I play with my comments most of the time. Okay, let me just try to do this. Let me just try to do that. Second thing, I see most of the people keep on putting the value content on their profiles. How to do this, how to do that. Anyone guilty of that? I've been doing it a lot of time. Here is a thing that I have done and I have experienced. Oh, no matter how much valuable that piece of content is, that just look like something that we can find on Google, that we can find on YouTube. Try not to make something which is just a random information, like how to be creative. No. If you want to make that kind of post, stick to what works and what has been proved, which is hook, story, and offer. Don't tell just this is how you can be productive. Tell your story. What was the problem you were facing and how you did it? Then you're going to stand out from the crowd, because experience cannot be found on Google. Yes, Ismail is right. Experience cannot be found on Google. That is the one thing. Second thing is, ask yourself, what is the kind of post you made and get the most engagement? Normally, I think when I ask this question to my clients, they're like when we talk about our achievements, our goals, transformations, because these are the things people are looking for, isn't it? They're looking for some results. They're looking for some transformations. They're looking for that things are working out for others, and then they see that person in authority, and then they're gonna go and talk to that person, right? Agree to that? So why we are just talking about other things and not talking about those things? And here's a question. People ask me, okay, Uzma, so you say that it's the achievement post, but I don't have any achievement if I'm just starting out, what I'm gonna post. Then look at the definition of the achievement you are telling yourself. For me, achievement is something that I have done successfully. It can be anything. It can just be maybe I just give 3-5 strategy calls to, let's say, affiliate marketers or aspiring coaches. It's a success, isn't it? Need to be relatable to your target audience. Yes, definitely. Definitely. This is what our audience is looking for. And when you are showing that you have done it successfully, they're going to be, okay, how he or she has done it successfully. And now when it comes to, I'm going to be saying this. How many of you normally do live sessions? How many of you? If you can, Katrina said, I just need to connect with the right audience. This is a question actually. Katrina, have you done any kind of what it says, a worksheet where you can like identify who, sorry, who actually is your audience? Because there's this is what I have done when I was not sure about my audience, because I have changed my audience multiple times. Initially I started with helping with mothers only, then only affiliate marketers, then affiliate marketers want to become a coach, and now only the coaches and aspiring coaches, but still have affiliate marketers. So here's the thing, when you don't know about your audience and you're not sure, write down all the possible audience that comes in your mind. Okay, Kantita said, I know my audience, I need to get my content in front of them. So is it like, are you not posting yet? Let me know if that's the situation. So I'm going to just complete in any case someone has a question on their audience. So if you have multiple audience, guys, in your mind, do this. Offer strategy calls to all 5 of those categories and see which one you enjoyed the best. And you will figure it out, that's my audience. This is where I feel the connection most. Consistency is not there. Okay, got it now. Normally, Katrina, this is what I have realized. Our consistency has a lot to do with doing less thing with more focus. We do not stay consistent because we are trying to do more, and in the end we feel burned out and we stop doing it. So that's the whole thing I'm trying to tell here. When you look at few things to do, like for me it's only content, stories and comments. Live session is something that I do rarely or like quite often, like not every single day or every single month. Then Hema said that's exactly the same thing with me. But I need to hashtag and use keywords. Okay, that's for the what it says, short form videos, right? I think I missed a question here. Is it better to just start by making Facebook Reels or start a Facebook group and try to draw people to the group? Oh, that's actually a good question. But I feel from my experiences, making a Facebook group is good, but it's not something that you need in your initial stages, because it's the same thing that I just said. When you have more things to do, you have less focus. Recently, I tried to grow my Instagram, and I felt like, okay, now I have my Facebook group, I have a Facebook profile, and I have Instagram. And then after 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, let's just not focus on Instagram right now. Let's just focus on Facebook and Facebook group. That's it. I started my Facebook group, I think, when I already hit my, I guess, 15 or 20K. So anyone up till here who has felt that the problem is their marketing and they don't know how to write the content, their content is not reaching the audience or any kind of thing, make sure you write it down, and we're gonna be coming on that now. So the third thing we talked about was what is stopping you from making your $25,000 a month is people or the leads. Now, again, this is a question. What is your definition of leads? Usman saying, I'm struggling with stories. Can you throw some insights on how you edit your stories? Oh, yes, actually. I think I do have a training on that. I might can send you over. I normally use for the backgrounds, I sometimes use Canva, but normally we can also do it in Instagram. So like 90% of my stories are being created on Instagram only. Leads to me is just potential sale. Any other any other thoughts on leads? What do you think is a lead for you? How do you define lead? Let me see. These are those who are interested in our business. An interested person. Okay. It is someone who opt in but does not purchase. Okay. All those definitions are good. An interested person. I love that one. Um, my question is, I must got live before I attract leads. I also have a problem in writing content. You don't really have to go live before getting the leads. It's just you can use any way of content, Tayyiba, to generate the leads. Like I said, stories, comments, content, all of those works. And you have a problem with writing content. If you can send another question on what exactly do you feel like is a problem? Is it you don't get ideas, or is it like you feel it's just lengthy thing, or you feel like I don't know where to start, where to end? Like if you can give a little bit of more context on that. Lead is a person. Yes, that's a good one. Again, people who show interest. This is my simplest definition of a lead. Leads are just the human beings around us who are looking for a solution for the problem they are facing. I think my definition missing the word problem, but leads are the human being who are looking for the solution for a problem they have. And how many of you know that you have some people around you? How many of you feel like that? There's only two questions on that. Taiba said, I do. There's only two questions. Where are these human beings? If we know that these are just a human beings, these are like not something different. Where are these people and how to make them want our service? Those are the two questions you work on instead of making things super complicated. Um, Katrina said, I need case studies for my offer because I don't have any yet. Okay, that's a good question. Actually, I'm going to come on that because I might have a story to share. If I'm not answering some questions because I feel like they're gonna need some like back and forth conversation, please guys hold on to those questions. So we will be answering them by the end of the training. Do you use any kind of no, I don't use any kind of tools, no tools at all. Okay, so the question was where are these human beings and how to make them want our service? And this is my simplest answer. Where you can find these people on the Facebook, especially, it's only two things. Yeah, there are Facebook pages. I don't go to Facebook pages, so I'm not going to talk about that. But the best thing is only it's either a profile or it's either a group. Isn't that super simple? Now, if you ask Uzma what groups and what profiles, okay, depends on which what kind of services are you providing. If you're a funnel builder, you know what groups you're gonna be going. Who is looking for your funnel building offer? ClickFunnels is the best one, definitely. And the thing is, you don't need multiple groups. I see people who have joined 10 groups, Uzma. Again, like I say, do less with more focus. I made my first 100K milestone with only two groups. Staying active is only two groups. Be more present in one or two group, work way better than try to show less in 10 groups. So find two groups, number one or three groups at maximum, not more than that. And you might need some experiments in the initial stages where you don't know which group is going to work for you. If you're an affiliate marketer, look around which are the affiliate products which are working good in the market now. Join those groups. Maybe you have to pay some small $7, $9 initial low ticket sale offered to just to be inside the group. But once you are there, people are there, you just be an active part of that community. Now the next thing is profiles. I think profiles is the best and the most fastest way to grow your own list. And people pay the least attention to that. It's like how we see different entrepreneurs collaborating with each other, isn't it? Like someone is, let's say, recently I know Grant Cardone did his challenge and everyone was like, promoting him, sending their traffic to him or sending what says promoting his challenge in their email list. So that's the same thing. When you go on others' profile, think about who people around you have the same audience as you have. Can you show yourself over there? Can you show up? And how you show up again, go back to your marketing comments. That's it. Nothing more than that. It's not super complicated. Let me see. There are things, few more questions. Somewhere on earth. Absolutely, less is more. Now I'm getting this. Yes. Hema said, I am in more than 2,500 groups. I'm not getting any luck yet. Wow. Karina said, I need to change my cover, but I don't know what to say besides that. Okay. Cover photo. I'm not sure what have you put in on the cover photo now. Is it like you have a regular one? Is it like there's a statement? So this is now the thing is, oops. Okay. The question to you is, do you think you have some people around you where maybe you see that, okay, I'm looking for their profiles from far and I feel like these people might need my help? Anyone here feels like there are at least 5, 10, 15, 20 people in their friend list or they see around and they feel like these people can be my potential client? Anyone, any number that's on your mind, 5, 10, 16, whatever is that number, 2, 3. Emma, Dakshi said 3, Afrin said maybe 5 to 10, Taiba said 1. Okay. Katrina said none of my friends. Okay, we need to look at your friend list. I'm not sure what is the number going on with that. Disha said 2, Samantha said quite a few, the Pinja said 10, 15, oh, good number, probably 5. So all of we still have some number, and I'm 100% sure there are some reads that you're not paying attention to, which is every time you're posting a content, right? If let's say you go and post a content in a group, how many engagements you normally get? Chiranjeev said 30 to 40. Oh, perfect, good number. We normally get 25, 30 engagements on our group, on our content, mostly. Like that's like a very normal number for us. But the thing is, there's a gap between someone commenting on our profile and we are seeing from outside this person can be my potential client to actually have them buy from us. And that's where I feel most of the people do not pay attention to, because we keep ourselves super engaged on what to post, where to post, how many groups to join, what stories to make, how many live sessions do I need to do. We focus so much on marketing that we don't pay attention to the most important part, um, which is I'm going to talk about it. And that's where I have seen the maximum time the problem coming in. And for me, this is where the thought of the day comes in. Anyone here who feels like they know what is the gap between these people engaging with your profile and you know they can be a potential client, but they are not buying from you? What do you think is the missing element there? I'm going to be looking at my chats now. Nazim said trust. Hema said building relationship. Okay. And Dupinder said trust. Shreya said trust. Okay. Okay. That's actually a very good one. So like we say, okay, the gap is the sales. Okay, we are trying to reach sales, but there's a gap. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to actually walk you guys through how we make a sale. And here's the thing. I want you guys to think about the last pair of shoes you purchased. And what is the process? And it's just a pair of shoes, like maybe maximum, I don't know, $50, $60. The expensive one, most expensive one I ever purchased was $60. So that's the maximum amount I mentioned. First thing is coming into focus. We feel like I need something. Maybe for me it was like, okay, I'm working full-time job, I'm like standing all day long and I need new shoes because my feet and my heels are starting hurting. Number one, something come into your focus. Number two, you look for options. Which brand am I going to go with? Okay, maybe Nike, maybe this, maybe that. There are few options that you start looking for. And then you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna buy maybe Skechers or maybe Nike. I only have two options. I'm gonna go to their store and then visit them. And then we go to their store, and what is the thing we do? What is the thing we do? We try them on. Anyone here ever purchase a pair of shoes without trying them on? If you are 100% sure this brand works for you and you're just buying the same kind of pair of shoes over and over again, yes, you might have. But if you're trying to do something new, you will not. Even I feel like if this is a very simple frame that I'm gonna buy for $3-4 maybe, I will not buy it before putting it on my face and see how it look. So thought for you guys is, how many of those leads that you feel you have around you, or those people that you feel like can be your client, how many of you have actually tried on what you sell? Yes, Manda. I see you raised a hand. Nazim said you try before you buy. Yes. Okay. What have they tried on actually? Have they checked the, like, I'm not sure what your service is actually. What is the service? All of my courses. Oh, yes. I do. That's the only way they believe in the product. Definitely, right? So, this was my mentorship program. My question is, have they actually tried it on? Not like they just know about your product. They just know you have a mentorship program. They just know you can get them results. Have they tried it on? Okay, they are doing it. All right, so they are trying it on. Perfect. So when they are trying it on, what exactly are they doing? Not like really the offer trial, Nazim, but it's more of like, let's say, are you giving them some resources that they are learning from? Before they even jump on a call, have they consumed some of your content in the form of live session resources, trainings, or something that they come back to you and say, I saw that video of you and it was really helpful? That's what I'm trying to say here. Is it been happening? Okay, let me see. There's a big message. I help people optimize their mindset and physical health via mindset, movement, and nutrition so they can show up in their goal with the right energy. It's been a hobby thing I have done with friends, but never sold an offer for it. Have you not created the offer yet, or you never give them the offer? Like you just been doing it as a side hobby. And now there's a second thing. When this was for when you go and buy something which is not that expensive, like just a regular product. But now the second thing is when you go and buy something which is super expensive, let's say a car, maybe a cell phone for you, almost everything remains same, but there is one thing that is definitely a difference, which is we have way more conversation as compared to our conversation we have just to buy a pair of shoes. I remember the last time we purchased our car. I think we went to, I don't know, 3-4 dealership store for almost 2 or 3 weeks. And then finally we sat down to buy the final one. And I think it was 2 to 3 hours of whole process. It was a lot of conversations. And then we finally buy that car. And second thing, of course, try it on, with test drive it. Have you tried it on? Ismail said, I deliver from my experience and ask them, do the experiment and they get results. Perfect. That's the best thing. Are you getting testimonials for them, or are you asking you, or are you asking them to give you testimonials? What is that? Okay, Samantha said, I'm working on it now, transitioning from, okay. All right, that makes sense. So this goes back to the same thing that you guys mentioned. Two most important things that need to happen before we make a sale is what? Conversation. For what? To build a connection. And second thing, have they tried it on? We try on something to be sure that this is what I want. And if these two things are missing, sales not going to happen. If conversation is not there and if certainty is not there. Many of us do not pay attention to the conversation thing. We make a post and we see these people going around. We try. How many of you can actually feel like they know these people are around them and they want to go in their DM and they want to talk to them, but maybe after 2-3 chats they just don't know what to say, and they just don't know that I'm seeing this person need help, but I just don't know how to make them admit they need help. Happen to anyone, or anyone feeling that kind of thing from looking at these people from far? Okay, I'm looking at this. Many have said the effort is the same whether you sell low ticket or high ticket, but your example with buying a car shows the more expensive the item is, more time will you take to make a decision. It's not really the time that makes a decision, it's about the process. To buy a $1, $2, $3 thing, I won't really need to talk to that person. I will just go and buy it. I have purchased multiple $27, $47 courses without talking to that person. But when I'm doing, let's say $1,500 or $2,000 or $5,000, or definitely the biggest investment that I made, $25,000, that's not going to happen without conversation. What was this? Disha said, I do feel after a few conversations what to say. Yes, that is one of the biggest problem I see people face. Afrin said, I'm getting people on call, but I guess the certainty is missing, or maybe I'm charging too high. Yes, all of you have seriously, but I'm curious what is the context could be to build like and jump factor before jumping on a high ticket messenger script. This is really good that most of us can easily get the scripts, right? And I also have a script that I give to my clients for even for call and for messenger. I must at the start ghosting away. um but I think whatever you say from your heart has nothing to do with any kind of script. You cannot find a script there. And that's where people, maybe all of us, somehow lag behind. We see, oh, now this situation is not in the script, what to do? What if you go on a sales call and that person start crying? That's never gonna be on a script. Does it say if person start crying, do this? No, it doesn't say that. What if person is talking to you and they are telling you something super personal and you feel like, okay, that was not in the script, how to respond back? So you need to be human first, script comes later on. Script only gives you the steps. Try to identify the current situation, where they want to go, what is the gap. When it comes to the chat, that has a lot to do with you being curious, you being a problem finder, you being a solver, and you being a person who's actually looking to provide them the best possible solution. And that has nothing to do that you're trying to get the sale. I have multiple times it happens. I have made the sales. I told them, hey, look, don't worry about the sale. Let me just tell you what. Let me just ask you what exactly is going on, and let's see if we can solve it out. If we can sort it out, and in that discussion of sorting it out, we find the solution. So this is the breakdown. It's not only about making content, doing conversation, and making the sale. It's about you have to offer. And again, like we are in the process of looking at what is actually stopping you. Now this is the time for you to write down, what do you have from all this training that we've been doing? What do you feel is the thing for you? Is it offer? What did you feel? Is it leads? Is it your message? Is it the conversation? Because conversation is what builds the trust. And this is when another example coming in my mind. The people we trust the more, who are normally these people? Parents, friends, and how that trust build on conversation. We talk to them almost every single day, right? So conversation, and then test drive, which is certainty, and then sales happen. Let me go. And while you guys are still evaluating what you think is your missing element, I'm going to be reading some of the messages here. I'm going to stop sharing the screen so I can see you guys. All right. Okay. Where is my comment section? Okay. Ismail said, my problem is with follow-ups. Very good question, Ismail. Very good question. Ismail, are you in a place where you can unmute yourself? We maybe can go and talk to each other, go back and forth. No? Okay.
Now?
Yes, I mean, yes. Oh, of course, we can talk, right? Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, I'm here.
Good to see you.
Right. Yeah,
So,
good to see you too.
when you're saying that the problem is in the follow-ups, what exactly is going on?
Problem in follow-up, I mean that if I post a content, I then have a conversation with the lead. and after having the value calls, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how much time gap I should have for the second follow up to have start the conversation again. That is the one. And if I am trying to close the deal, within
Uh-huh.
how much time should I close the deal
Mhm.
after giving the offer? The- This is
Okay.
what the gap. I don't know the time frame. I'm to say and to
Okay.
ask you.
So are you normally scheduling doing like one call closing, two call closing, three call closing? What is your normal way of doing it?
I did not get you. What one call closing, two call closing means? I did not
It
get you.
means normally there are some people who try to just do one call for closing. There are some people who will go for two calls. Some people normally go for three calls. So normally what has been your
Yeah.
pattern? Is it one call for
Okay.
you?
Okay. How? Okay. Okay. For me, the closing is all about at least 2 to 3 calls it takes at a closing.
Sorry, my son was here. Two to three calls. Okay. So what do you normally do in the first and second call? If the third call is a final closing call?
The first call would be the value call, and the second call would be something about the offer or directly before the offer. If I want to go, I will give some small wins in the second call.
Mm-hmm.
And the third call, then after that, I will be sending the offer, and the
Uh-huh.
final call will be just the closing. And if required, I may take one or two more calls required. That is very rare. It happens.
Okay. So So you are doing almost three calls. The first call you said is about the value-based call. What do you normally tell them in that first call? Do you listen to their problem and give them some solutions?
Absolutely correct. That's what I do.
Okay. Okay. And have you built some resources to send them over? Some trainings or some resources?
No, 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 no. I directly create the offer based on their problems. And
Okay.
first of all, I identify the problems directly,
Mm-hmm.
asking them what they are. They themselves will reveal their problems. I don't need to ask them. I
Mm-hmm.
just talk about my stories and they reveal my problems. That's it. After that, talk about my stories and my wins, how I do, and what is my
Okay.
experiences. And I talk about that I have the mentorship, 5+ years of experience with the corporates and with other things. But individually, I'm doing since 1 year. Okay, before that, I used to be corporate because I don't like individuals at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Since 1 year only, I stayed at that. Like that, I talk about my stories, my
Okay.
experience much. That's what I
Okay.
take them.
Okay. So normally, I mean, there's nothing wrong in having two or three calls. It's just like a personal choice. If you feel like you don't want to stay inside the DMs, you feel more comfortable going on calls. But of course,
Yes.
situations is different for everyone, right? For me, I do not go on a lot of calls. Try to book only one call. And this value thing, I try to do it on by sending resources or maybe sometimes voice messages. That's it. And I just kind of
Mhm.
identify the problem on the messages. But if you're doing it on a call, again, like I said, there's nothing wrong. Maybe it's just that you feel more comfortable in that. For me, I of course my home and my responsibilities don't let me go on so many calls. Second thing
I try
is,
the best. I try best to close as early as possible, but it takes time for them to understand what
Mhm,
exactly it is because it depends on the leads, what they are new in the market, what they are already experienced in the market, how it is all like that.
mhm,
So it depends on the client or leads how to get into that. That's it. And apart from that, most of the time, follow-ups is the main problem because I
mhm.
don't know. I asked my coach about it, but I don't know it depends on you, she says like that. It's not like that because you have to tell me because we should follow them after 2 days or three
Okay.
days or maybe next 1 week. That particular period should be given.
Mhm.
Sometimes she says 4 days at the first time, the second time it depends on you again, but keep the conversation going on. I mean, that's what I don't know. It depends on the client, it
Okay.
depends on me as well.
Okay.
That is the
Here,
reason.
here's how I'm gonna break down. Let's say you jumped on a call
Okay.
and you gave that person the offer. First thing that you need to identify is it what they are looking for? Is it something that sounds exactly what they want? If they say
Yeah.
no, Uzma, I mean, I'm not sure, then maybe I will ask a few more questions. If still feel like okay, this is not what they're looking for, then of course there's no reason that's not what they're looking for. But if they say yes, this is exactly what I want and what I'm looking for, then the question is, how soon are they looking to solve this problem? Or how soon or how committed are they to do it? Now we need to do a time frame over here. Most of the time, what we do is we don't get the time frame. We say, okay, when do you want to I don't know if you are even asking them, when are they planning on to start, or what's their plan, or how soon they are looking to hit their goals. If this now say 6 months, I'm looking to hit my goal. Okay, when are you starting now? That's a question. I don't know. They're gonna give you something else. Most of the time, Uzma, I will try to do it as soon as possible. Perfect. So when you're saying as soon as possible, this is not enough information. I mean, when somebody is saying I'm not feeling well, this is just an example. It can has multiple meanings, no? If I tell you, Smile, I'm not feeling well. Maybe I have pain in my legs, my arm, I have headache, I have high sugar level, high glucose level, blah, blah, blah. It can be anything. So when
It
they
can
say
be anything, physical, mental, emotional, anything. It can be.
true,
We cannot
right?
define
It
that.
just be I can be in a bad mood and I'm saying I'm not feeling well, right? So now the question is, when they're saying that I want to do it as soon as possible, what does as soon as possible means? And you are just being open to that. Okay, so since you said you just want it, my question to you would be, or what do you think? What does as soon as possible mean to you? Ask them. Okay, or maybe Ismail is gonna be
Okay.
like a week. Okay, so in a week, and then maybe you can just have your calendar handy. Okay, so in a week, let me get my calendar handy over here. So today is 10th. In a week, it's gonna be 17th. So what time on 17th do you want to schedule our next call?
Okay.
Now you have
Hello?
a time frame, right?
Okay. Yes.
Now, when you have this time frame, Satyam, I'm gonna come to you. Now we have this time frame, you know that this person mentioned that this gonna be 7 days. Perfect. Now your job is only in those 7 days, stay in front of them in a different way. Sometimes it's just in the form of comments, sometimes maybe replying to their stories, sometimes maybe just having here and there conversation. But for those 7 days, I normally do not talk about that. After 7 days, mostly if they come automatically, it's good. Sometimes they don't. Then just go ahead and just send a simple message. Mostly we just ignore the simple things. Let's say, hey Smile, I hope you are having an amazing day. I'm reaching out to you. As per you mentioned, as per our last chat, that you will be starting on 17th. That is a follow-up.
Correct.
That's it.
Okay. You mean directly ask the lead when we can go back to them, right? You mean directly ask the lead.
Yes, they know their situation the best for sure, right? All we need is to ask the right question. When mostly what I see is when they say I will get back to you, we never ask them when,
Correct.
right? And I will get back to you means in a month, in a 2 month. Again, that's the same thing that I example just gave you. In 6 months, in 6 years, in 10 years, like when, right? So we need to know when.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, it's just a simple question. It's not nothing like you're pushing something or throwing something on them. Just be curious and say, yeah, that's not a problem. That is perfectly fine. So let me get my calendar handy and then see what they say. But yeah, make sure you're like getting their commitment locked in.
Yeah.
Second question. Does it answer your question?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely correct. Thank you.
Sounds good. You're welcome.
Sure.
Hema said that true connection building is a must be human first. Yes, for sure, definitely. Sufyan said, I did a workshop for a few days back, had a few words, but only 2 consistent viewers. Okay, that's great, actually, not bad. My question to you would be, you did it in the group, right? Right, Sufyan, are you there? I'm not sure. I think he's not here now. All right, no worries. Oh, I think he is. Sufyan, are you in a place where you can unmute yourself? If not, then I'm just gonna answer. Okay, so let's say it depends where you actually did your workshop. If you did it inside your group, don't look at the number of people who are watching, look at the percentage. I have seen people having 5,000 people in their group and only 25, 30, 60 people watching. And let's say 5,000 people are in the group and 100 are watching. Apparently looks like, oh wow, 100 people are watching, but that's 100 out of 5,000 people. What is the percentage? Normally it's like, we always say it's 1% crazy people. But if you have 100 people in your group and only 2 people are watching, you still have 1% crazy people watching you. So it's what is the total number of audience? That's what matter actually. So look at the size of the group too. Takshi said, is this the same way or to for service providers? It's not sometime when we are we as SOPs provide solution, we don't end up getting hired. Provide solutions, we don't end up getting. Takshi, again, this can be certain situations. For me, it's either, like I say, if we are going on a call with them, for me, do they trust me enough already to hire me? Is a conversation there? And trust always depends on how long have they been knowing you, or how long, or what kind of value they have already gotten from you. Like for me, I always say this, and I will keep on saying this, I'm a crazy Dan Handy fan. But did I purchase his offer, the one he gave me, the 5 days challenge he just did? No. And it does not mean I don't value it. It's just that I know that's not the right fit for me at this point. I need to grow up a little bit. Then it will be a right fit for me. So this goes back to certainty. And I say there's only two things that you need to make a sale: trust and certainty. So trust is there, but certainty wasn't there. So I did not purchase. So make sure that both things are taken care of. Katrina said, I just need to fix my Facebook cover, get a consistent, attractive, the right audience. Katrina, let me maybe after this call I can reach out to you and see what exactly is going on with your Facebook cover, because all we need is to put your magnetic offer statement right there. Okay. Oh, we have a few more questions. Let me see. Nazim said, okay. I found that. I said, can you suggest me what to say when they ask the price directly in the first question? Because as soon as they, okay, yes, that's true. As soon as they're gonna know the price, they're gonna run away. So the best is when they're reaching out to you, you don't know anything about them. So normally this is what I say. Hey, let's say it's Uzma. Hey, Uzma, thank you so much, or appreciate you reached out to me. Definitely, I can come on the cost of the program in a minute, but without knowing what you're exactly looking for, it's gonna be a little bit challenging. So is it okay if I ask you a few questions? And I'm asking their permission. 90%, in fact, 100%, they say, yes, sure. And just start asking the questions about their current situation, where they want to go and find the gap. Afrin said, got a question. Yes, Afrin. And I still have the
Hi.
surprise left. Yeah.
Yeah, great session today, as always.
Thank you.
So since we are on this conversation about certainty, I think I'm scaring my prospects, and I don't really know why, because the calls have been amazing, and gladly I am booking more and more calls.
Mhm.
But I feel that I'm wasting those calls because maybe something is missing on my calls, or maybe I'm doing something I don't know. But maybe
Mhm.
they're just I am scaring them, and I
Okay.
don't really why. I cannot figure out. I have watched a couple of recordings. Obviously, I sometimes feel a bit shaky after I reveal the price, but I am not 100% sure. So
Mhm.
it's like I don't know how can I mention certainty that okay, this is something that you can have in your business and you should have in your business to make your investment back. So I'm a funnel
Okay.
builder.
Yeah.
I'm building funnels for my clients. Obviously, if I just charge them $2,000, and if that funnel has the capacity to at least make $5,000, if not $10,000, they
Yeah.
can like 4x or 5x their income in just a year. But I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm not able to communicate that message, or
Okay.
they are not able to see the potential
Hmm.
that the funnel has to generate. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. So there are few things. Number one, you said I'm scaring my prospect. My question is, are you trusting that your prices are too high? Is it your belief?
No, because I have closed previous prospects on even higher prices.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
know that the prices aren't too high. Maybe they aren't my ideal clients, or maybe I did
Okay.
something on this call. So I obviously want to take care of the things that I can control, which is like managing
Yeah.
proper conversation on the call.
Okay. I'm going to give you an example, and then I'm going to tell you how you can actually do that. Number one is the example. I heard this example yesterday and it literally blew away my mind. That was just imagine I wake up in the morning and I have migraine. And I'm thinking, okay, it's just, it's just a migraine. It'll be fine. I'm just going to take Brufen and all that. I'll be fine. I took 2 Brufen, maybe 3 Brufen. It's like few hours left already passed by, but nothing is getting better. What is the next step I will do? Go to a doctor?
Hmm.
And if now I'm going to doctor and doctor is calling me in the office and he's asking me all those qualifying questions. When did this pain started, Uzma? How are you feeling with this pain? Where exactly is the pain? And he's asking me all those questions. I'm thinking like, yeah, it still is something simple. And then his questions getting a little bit more serious. And he's saying, by the way, Uzma, I was just thinking, does it only happen in the night or just when you wake up? Or is it and I was like, what's going on? Why is he asking me those kind of questions? Is there something going on wrong or what? And then he says, I think we still need to do some, some tests. And this will now make me feel like, oh, what happened? Right? Sometimes our client comes to us and they don't know the problem. And you are a leader to show them what exactly the problem is. They come to you only say one thing, I need to build a funnel, and that's it. But they don't see the problem. The problem is, you of course know the better, but what is the problem? All those elements, how you change how the wording and the sequence and all these things can actually have someone opt in is the problem. They don't see it. So now let's say doctor said, now wait for 48 hours, come back, we will discuss your what he says, we will discuss your reports. And after that 48 hours, because this actually has happened to me, so that's why I'm giving this example now. After 48 hours, doctor calls and say, Usma, there's a tumor in your brain. And I'm like, what? How? When? And because my tumor was just in one place, it's not like the one that separates. So the remaining is just a story. And now let's think this doctor says, Usma, so I'm so afraid to tell you, but we only have 2 weeks. We need to remove this tumor ASAP. Otherwise, something serious can happen. And the cost that are gonna be there is going to be $100,000. Now I went to the doctor thinking I only have migraine, and this person is telling me the problem is way bigger and I need $100,000 for that, and I want to live. All of us want to live. But now he made me see that problem. So I will do whatever it takes to arrange that $100,000 and make sure my surgery is done. Agree to that? We will arrange that money no matter what.
Yes.
The thing is, if I'm going to the doctor and saying, doctor, I've been having pain in my head from last few hours, I say, Uzma, you need $100,000 to make this surgery. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because at that time, I have not seen that problem. So number one thing, when you are talking to your prospect in your call, make sure that this part is not missing and they're clearly seeing what exactly is the problem and is the potential. And we don't tell them, this is the most important part. Don't tell them, ask them. So right now, how much, let's say I'm just gonna make a situation. So can you walk me through normally how many conversions do you get in a month from your current funnel? It's like a curious tone, right? They're gonna say, well, Afrin, right now I'm getting like, let's say, I don't know, 3 sales in a month. Perfect, sounds good. So 3 sales in a month, and how much is your offer charging, by the way? Oh, my offer is $2,000. So right now we can say you are roughly making $6,000 in a month. Yes, that's true. Okay, right. Okay, and I'm not sure if you're looking for that, but let me ask you this. If you have a funnel that converts better and takes you from making 3 sales in a month to 10 sales in a month, how much your revenue gonna be different? And they're gonna tell you, well, I mean, if I was making $6,000 and with 10 sales, I will be making $20,000. Okay, is it something that you feel like you want? You are not putting it on yourself, we're putting it on them. They're gonna, most of the time, what they're gonna say, yes, Afrin, definitely that is something I'm looking for. Perfect. So in order to have your funnel convert more and get you 7 more potential client, it's gonna cost you this. This should be your statement. Normally the statement that we make, we miss the end result from there. We only tell them the price. They just keep looking at $2,000. We don't tell them, hey, in order to take your funnel from $6,000 per month to $20,000 per month, it's gonna cost you $2,000. You see how different it sounds now? So what do you think
Yeah.
about it? And then they're gonna be
That's-
like, $20,000. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's just 1/10 of that. So it's never put anything on yourself. That's a basic trick. Do you want that?
was actually
Yeah.
powerful. But I I have a follow-up question now. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I cannot I cannot give them a guarantee that, yeah, the funnel will convert because there are so many factors involved. There's traffic, then there's what kind of traffic they're bringing to that funnel, and all of these things, right? So,
Mhm.
unfortunately, this is not something in my control.
Mhm. Do you ask those questions normally?
Yeah. I do
And
ask like how are they getting traffic, or if they obviously if they want to make more money, they'll have to
Mhm.
send in more traffic and obviously more quality traffic. So either organic ads does not matter, whatever they prefer.
Mhm.
But I know that my funnels have the potential to make that kind of money. But at the same time, when I'm giving them this guarantee and this big promise that
Mhm.
if you want to take your $5,000 funnel to a $20,000 funnel or a $10,000 funnel, it's going to cost you. It's an amazing statement. I love that. But in my mind, I'm like, if I'm giving this bold claim,
Mhm.
I'll be very stressful that, oh my God, what if they don't make that kind of money? Because not everything
Yeah,
is in my control.
yeah. So the other way or the best way I would say is have you get the data from your clients that you have served already?
Yes.
And what is the maximum anyone has generated with their funnel in a month?
20K so far.
And what's the
After
minimum?
minimum, not so much because again, it depends from clients to clients. There are clients
Yeah.
who just get the funnel ready and then they don't just work on it at all. So unfortunately, that's not my responsibility to, just push them forward and start sending
Yeah.
traffic. But like minimum, we can say 1,000, 2,000.
Okay. Is there any statement that you feel confident about? Normally, what I would do is I would go with the average, right?
Hmm.
Or now, or
Yeah.
definitely you said it also depends on their offer too, right? How much
Yeah.
are they charging? So instead of just saying 20,000, you can just say 2x, 3x, just look at those numbers. Maybe you can reach out to some of your clients that you have served already and ask them how much was their revenue before and after, and see the return on investments in 2x, 3x, and 4x, and just get the average on that, and then find that. So if you and then just say most of our clients, then you don't have to say a number, you can just say, so most of our clients, when they get the funnels done, um their revenue go from, let's say if they're making $1,000, their revenue go from to $4,000. If they are making $10,000 already, their revenue go to $40,000. If they're making, it means they have the potential to reach 2x to 4x with the funnel. By the way, what is your offer? And mostly we know the offer already. Let's say this person is saying, oh, I'm charging $2,000. So just go with 2x or 3x factor.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So just play it safe, but still give them a bigger number than what they are currently making.
The number that you get from your clients, whatever has the best you got, make an average of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like for me, let's say
Okay.
if
Okay. All
I
right.
have made, how much I made in a year? It was 152, I guess. But I never tell anyone I'm going to help you make 152K. That's the maximum I have done. But I will also see what's the maximum my client have done, and then I will go with the average. Everyone is going to, of course, perform different. That's the same goes in coaching. You have the potential, but that's not the promise. One thing is potential and one thing is accountability. There are two different things always, right? When I joined my coach, he never told me you're going to make 100K. I didn't even ask him what is the offer. I just went. I didn't even ask the offer. So just get the data and then just use the number 2x, 3x, 4x.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll do that.
You're welcome. All right. Then Chiranjeev's question is just want to ask if 6 people join and they stick for 130 hour. Oh wow, that's an amazing sticking rate. All of them were there till the end. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, Takshi, take care. And I must say you're a problem solver. Thank you so much. All right. I think there's still more questions. Yes, Bilal. I see the hand raised. I don't know if there's someone. If not, I'm just gonna share my screen because I have something, like I said, I have something in my mind. I have never done this thing actually, to be honest, but I just want to try it on because this idea just came in my mind. I was like, you know, what was if this is coming in your mind, just do it and see how it goes. So I'm gonna be sharing the screen one more time. And we were here on this slide. Let's see, not share slideshow. Is my screen clear, guys? I guess. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to give you, this training was a part of what we are actually going to do. That's the whole surprise. Because today in this training, we only identified what can be the stopping element out of the 4 things we discussed. And that's a breakdown I gave you guys over here. I'm gonna just leave this slide open for next few seconds. If you want to take a screenshot of that and then do your homework, I'm gonna give you guys some homework. Either you think it's your offer, you think it's a leads, marketing, is the conversations, which is trust. Is it the certainty in your offer? And is it the sales? Sales means the final thing when they're actually paying, right? Normally when these 2 things are in place, this happens automatically. So you're going to write down, this is your homework. Number 1 is, what is your biggest aha moment from today's training, or your biggest takeaway, whatever you want to call it. Second is, what is the element you identified as holding you back from making consistent sales, consistent and predictable sales? And number 3 is, there are going to be 3 more trainings that I will be doing in the next 3 Tuesdays. It's going to be almost the same way that we just did today, right? My thing is, what is going to make you stay committed to all those 3 remaining sessions, because this was just one part of that. And once you come back, I will be checking, or I think we can also do this. I will be making a post in the group today, and you can post your homework in the next, before the week over, so that I can still check your homework. And another surprise is, the people who are going to stick to all the 4 sessions, I'm going to pick top 3 people out of those, and I'm going to be giving them some gifts. I have not decided what. This was just literally something that came in my mind out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, let's just do it and see how it goes. So I'm going to be putting this slide into the group for you guys to do your homework. And the next 3 topics are going to be, like I said, it's to be continued. I will be telling you guys what to do in the next session, what will be the topic, and then we will be walking through the process. Does it sound something excited? Taiba, thank you so much. Hey, Satyam, I'm yet to come back to you in your chats.
Yes,
How was your day?
my day is good. I was preparing for my exam.
Oh, you have exams.
Yeah.
What exam is that? The first one?
Was today is like my maths.
Oh, you love maths?
Yeah, like some not much,
To some
but
extent. No worries,
yes.
I got that. Could you identify what do you think is the situation in your business? I'm not sure if that's something, if you have identified already.
No, but I am confused. What groups I
Mhm.
find it?
What was
What
that?
means how I targeted those group? Because
Okay,
I am student. Then what group I find it?
okay. And you're affiliate marketer, right?
Yes,
Okay. And what are you promoting right now?
list lion.
Okay. And what groups are you active in right now?
ClickFunnels, the Success Club, and the 72 Hours of Freedom Breakthrough.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So first thing, you don't need the big groups, right? Do not go in the big groups. I have never been super active in big groups. Small groups always work better. Freedom Breakthrough is good. I think you only need Freedom Breakthrough and Listline, maybe ClickFunnels Avengers. But from my experience, I was just in these 2 groups, ClickFunnels, Freedom Breakthrough and Listline. That's it. Show up more in 2 groups rather than trying to go in more groups. Yeah. Show up more in less groups instead of going for more groups. Number 1. Number 2 is see who are around you, who are affiliate marketers or coaches, and they have the same audience as you. And that person doesn't have to be a student. Your audience doesn't have to be a student. As long as you have the knowledge and you can help that person, it does not matter that person is a parent, husband, wife, grandfather, doesn't matter. You don't need to find students only. We have a 17 years old student in our coaching program, and she has clients ranging from age 17 to 60.
Yes.
Right? So that's just a limiting belief. As long as you know what you're talking about and you can help them, age doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Uh,
I have a question. I think to give a meeting to someone come with me on how to make your first sale and how I
Okay.
make it.
Okay. So it first of all, when you are, is it just a meeting or is it like you want to give them 2 weeks, 3 weeks sessions?
No means like 1 week call, one-to-one call. If
Only
someone
one
come
call.
to,
Okay.
yeah,
So that's more like a coaching call to give someone else. Okay. So if that's a coaching call, the number one thing is to identify the same thing. What are the things that you're going to teach them? Maybe you can just follow the same pattern we just did. They need to know their audience, they need to know their offer, what is their marketing strategy, what is their selling strategy. And just put all these 4 things in a Google document and just teach them depending on their what it says, whatever business they are running, and then give them some resources to work on that.
okay,
Yeah. I
yes.
see Usman.
I see you.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead, go ahead.
can continue with other. I have seen you promote. I see your recent trainings. Use
Mhm.
promote list line and how you
Yes, I
can
used
do
to.
it and how I do it means how I promoted that.
So number one thing is which one are you promoting right now? Is it the low ticket one? Is it the mid ticket one? Which one are
Low
you
ticket,
promoting? The low
low
ticket one.
ticket.
Okay. So what are you providing them with? If someone is purchasing, is it $7, right?
Yes, yes.
If they're purchasing $7 product from you, what are you giving them as a bonus? I know it sounds too good to be true, giving a bonus at $7, but
Facebook community man.
mhm. Okay. I want to tell you what I did.
Firstly, yeah.
When I was new to affiliate marketing, I think I made almost 20 to 25 sales for $7. And every time someone was purchasing from me, I was telling them I will go on a call and I will teach them the same things which are inside the 3-day challenge. I mean, and now it's called 5-day challenge. And at that time, I don't know because I
I
haven't opened list line from a long period of time, but at that time it used to be um the basics to affiliate marketing, like what is affiliate marketing, high ticket, low ticket, physical, digital, all that stuff, and then how to build their funnel, how to start their what it says, their profile on TikTok, and how to start posting content. That's it. And that used to be the things I used to cover in the call.
how to
That's it.
use the product.
How to
What
use
things
what?
include in this 5 days challenge? No?
Yes. Whatever is included in the 5-day challenge, you ask them to watch the videos and then you have them on a call and then you just show them an easy way to do that. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
how I
used.
do homework means where I post the homework.
You can do either in the group, like I'm gonna make a post, you can either write down, like you can just go in the group and make a post and we're gonna be approving it like that.
Okay.
All right.
I
Thank
pray to God I get a chance to meet you.
it's
I
amazing to
get
see you.
chance.
It's always amazing to see you. Just 15 and you're
Okay.
so good. Appreciate you. All right. Yes, Usman.
Thanks.
Hey Uzma, how's it going?
Hey, good. Good to see you, man.
Good. Good to see you. Such a valuable session as always.
Thank you. Thank you so
Get a
much.
lot of value. I have a quick question.
Mhm.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was doing affiliate marketing for about like 6 months,
Okay.
and recently now I got enrolled into a coaching program by Armin Shaffi,
Oh, that's great.
and yes, and right now I'm doing some market research.
Mhm.
So I have to create my own coaching program.
Mhm.
But the problem is that if I get a prospect on my coaching program,
Mhm.
how can I, and I teach them everything how to do high ticket affiliate marketing, but I don't have any product for them to sell.
Mhm.
I do know about Freedom Breakthrough and Listline,
Okay.
and I know what's in them, but whenever the prospect jumps into my coaching program,
Mhm.
can't tell them to like sell the Listline or Freedom Breakthrough because they don't know what's inside those programs.
Yeah.
So what you suggest, like
Okay.
what I will tell them to sell?
Are you affiliated with these programs? Any of
Yes,
these?
yes, I am affiliated with Listline and Freedom Breakthrough.
Okay. So best is to, if they do not have any product and they want to be an affiliate marketer, they need to have a product first, definitely, like you said. You can suggest them either, I won't give them two options. I will just give them the one that I truly believe in, or the one I mostly believe in. Just give them that one. Maybe let's say let's say it's just Freedom Breakthrough for you. I think it's $1,500. How much is your offer?
Yes. Right now my one-to-one offer is like 2,500 for
Okay.
3 months.
$2,500. So they can buy from a part of $2,500. They can pay $1,500 to get Freedom Breakthrough, and remaining they can pay you directly.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yep, that's one option. Second option, if they're already affiliate marketers, they're coming with the program, then of course they just pay you directly.
Okay, I have to think about that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Like if they pay 2,500, I have to buy them a program so that they go through another program.
It's like, let's say I'm coming to you, I don't know anything about affiliate marketing, and you say, so you need to have a product for that. And you can send me the link for Freedom Breakthrough. I know you're gonna lose that $400, but it's still fine as long as our client is still getting the product. You will get 1,100 commissions. Maybe that can be the first installment. And the second installment will be remaining $1,000. That of course depends if it's 4 weeks or 6 weeks. And then they can pay that remaining amount to you directly. So they will get the
Awesome.
product, you will get the commission on that, and then remaining amount they're gonna pay you directly.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
But it's like shouldn't it's like too overwhelming for them, because I have my own coaching program and I
Mhm.
send them to another program, and that's kind of mix up.
Okay. So there are two things. If they're affiliate marketers and they want to be high ticket affiliate marketers, they still need the product even if they don't consume it all. I know when I started with Freedom Breakthrough, I have not seen all those videos because there were videos for TikTok, for YouTube, for launch checking, and I was not planning on to do any of these, but I still watched the ones that I was planning on to do, like how to create packages, how to create high ticket offers, how to close the sales, Facebook marketing. I see all of those modules. You can even suggest them to watch these, because once, of course, if they do not buy it and they just get free links, they will get less commission, number one. Number two is they won't have any idea what's inside. So instead of feeling like they want to get overwhelmed, they may break it down for them, only have them watch some videos, not all, and then the remaining things you can tell them from your own learning portal if you're creating one.
Awesome. You opened my mind. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. You're such a
Okay.
kind person.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Katrina said you always give them a lead magnet with your offer. For example, when you purchase, I will get on a Zoom call with you and help you every step. Sorry, when you purchase, I will get on a Zoom call with you. Oh, not really, but it's just a good way to start with. When I started, like I said, with $7 product, I was going on a call, like 30 minutes call. It usually used to be a quick one, and just to tell them what to do. That's it. When I was doing this $50 per month offer, I was giving them 2 calls in a month, and that was back in December 2021 and January 2022. And after that, I just changed my whole offer. The group coaching came to $1,000. I don't know which one to use, Freedom Breakthrough or Listline, or okay, we got 3. The best is to ask yourself which is the one product you truly believe in, Katrina, and just pick one. Don't confuse yourself with 3 products. If you have 3 products, you will not be able to make sure which one to suggest to your clients. Okay, that sounds good. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in today. It's an honor to see all of you guys here. And we're going to be connecting back again on next Tuesday. I hope to see you guys inside, and I will be waiting for you guys to do the homework. Sounds good? We all going to connect again? Perfect. Hey, Disha, good to see you.
Thank you, Uzma.
You're welcome. All right, guys, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.